Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Charlie Kirk's widow, Erika, fixed her mouth to say something slick about Joy Reid. Said she needed a hug, and she'll even hold the back of her head. Well, Joy got wind of it and did not take too kindly of it. Check it out.
The last thing I will say to Erika Kirk is this. Dear young lady, I don't need a hug from you. First of all, I would never let you get close enough to hug me because I don't trust you. And second of all, I don't know if anybody ever told you you're pretty young, but don't be offering to touch black women's hair. We don't allow it. This is not the 19-teens. It's not the 1920s or the 1930s. You cannot come up to me, touch me, or touch my hair. It won't go. I don't allow it. So don't offer to do that because that's not going to happen. You need to take care of minding your business, which is to keep that $80 million rolling in and figure out how you're going to get those white Christian nationalists who follow Turning Point USA to understand why you working and not home with your children who now don't have a daddy.
While you working, your children are at home. Your children who no longer has a dad. That's what it's really about, fam. It's the hustle. It is the hustle. This chick can't be trusted. I don't care what you say, man. She can't be trusted. All you gotta do is just watch how she move. Let's go back to the funeral. Let's go back to the funeral, man. When she hugged Donald Trump, your president. Yeah. She hugged Donald Trump like she had found her dream man or something. I mean, she was all like in his bosom, you know? Just, she was really comfortable. Had her head just like it was just the two of them there. And I thought to myself, how strange. How do she show so much affection so publicly, especially right after, just days after, her husband was brutally gunned down. Like, optics means something in this type of situation. Even if she didn't mean anything by it, even if she was totally innocent, if the act was totally innocent, common sense would tell you that's not a good look. And you're supposed to already know what you're going to do in that type of situation anyway. You know you're coming up to speak. You know you're going to be speaking at your husband's memorial. So your every move should be calculated. First of all, the funeral was scripted. So she knew exactly who was going to speak. She knew exactly what they was going to say. She knew how long they were going to be on that stage. She knew every step of the way how it was going to play out. So something tells me that she made a conscious decision to move the way she moved. And did I mention the way she hugged on J.D. Vance? That was even more intimate. She grabbed, and maybe that's what she's making a reference to. Maybe that has something to do with her talking about holding the back of Joy's head, because she held the back of J.D. Vance's head, cradled it like a woman might cradle a baby, you know, maybe her son or her boyfriend or something like that. And that's it. You know, that's husband, son or something, boyfriend, that's it. $1 to a donut. I bet you $1 to a donut. She have a new dude publicly within a year, in about a year, guaranteed. Now, some people say, well, you know, man, how long do you expect her to grieve? Forever. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, fam, you know, optics means something. What if Coretta Scott King would have had a new dude on the scene within a couple of years after Martin got killed, we'd be thinking that she probably had something to do with it. We'd be thinking she had Martin killed. Same thing with Betty Shabazz. What if Betty Shabazz had a new dude up in the house with those kids right after Malcolm got killed? It's just not a good look. And I'm a man, and I wouldn't have a new chick on the scene within a year. I'm not saying I wouldn't be interested in somebody, but I'd be, and I definitely, I know me, I wouldn't be in a full-fledged relationship, within a year after losing my significant other. First of all, even without losing somebody, it just takes me time to get reacclimated to dating, to seriously being with somebody. I gotta have a break. I got to reset, man. I can't just jump from one chick to the next like that. I'm not built like that. I gotta take some time. I gotta, look at what went wrong. I gotta, think about, the things that I did wrong or right, and I gotta get better. I gotta work on me. I gotta get over that trauma. Because every breakup has some degree of trauma. Every breakup, even if you're the one doing the breaking up, there's some form of trauma there. There's some regret there. There's some disappointment there, right? There's some sense of failure there. But this chick, Erika Kirk, I do not trust her. I do not trust her. And I wouldn't be surprised if she was already getting knocked down by somebody else. Yeah, man. She moved like that. I don't know what possessed her to talk slick about Joy Reid. Maybe she didn't get the memo. But you know how they do. They like to create chaos and play the victim. She knows she can't handle Joy Reid. She knows she can't debate Joy Reid. She knows she can't stand toe-to-toe with Joy Reid, and on no level, she knows she can't. So what she's doing is she's counting on her privilege where she starts the mudslinging, and then when she gets it slung back her way, she's gonna play the victim. She's gonna start crying, playing the victim. Yeah, that's right. I know how they do, fam. I know it. And she one of those. Yeah. Now she's sitting around playing the good wife. She's playing the good wife. Remember, operative word, playing the good wife. Erika wanted a career herself, right? She wanted to be in the spotlight. But she fell back because she knew that Charlie had a bigger light on him, so she decided to ride it out. So one could surmise that she was jealous of Charlie the whole time, and spouses can be jealous of their significant other. It happens all the time. So who's to say? Who's to say she ain't somehow involved, with that? Who's to say? Who's to say it's not? Who's to say she's not? Right? I don't trust her. She kicked back in too fast, man. She bounced back way too fast. I can get it if it was a slow death. Man, he died of cancer, and everybody knew it was coming. The world knew it was coming. More importantly, she knew it was coming. She had time to get her affairs in order and really process it. I get that. Maybe I can understand that. But she bounced back like that. And then she was up on stage with all that fake crying. She was I never seen somebody boo-hoo as hard and not one teardrop. There was not one teardrop. She was boo-hooing. I was waiting on the director to say, cut. Let's get some teardrops in here. Okay, action. Real talk, fam. I don't trust her. I don't trust her. But the thing is that this is so big, this conspiracy is so big, and I do believe it is a conspiracy. I think it's so big that the truth won't come out in our lifetime. It's not gonna come out in our lifetime. I think whoever did it will never serve, whoever really did it will never serve a day in jail. I believe the dude that they captured is a patsy. You see, I do not believe that guy is guilty. And have you noticed we haven't heard anything about him lately? They don't say nothing about this dude. I mean, zero. You heard nothing. Yeah, I'm not buying it, fam. I'm absolutely not buying it. I'm not buying it. Erika, let me tell you straight up. There's two women out there right now you really don't want to mess with. I'm talking about two women out there that everybody know that's on the scene, that's super hot. I know a lot of women that you don't want to mess with. I know a whole lot that you don't want to mess with. But I'm going to give you a couple of names that I know you know, that you're familiar with, you do not want to mess with. Joy Reid, say it with me, family. Jasmine Crockett. You better leave them alone because you're not on the same level. You are a rookie. You don't want smoke from neither one of them. You're out of your league. Pack it up, go home. Pack it up, go home. You'll never, ever, ever be on their level. No more talk.